Hey, thank you for listening to Bad Patches episode 12. Today's episode, we're going to discuss some few things about what's going on this weekend. So, Labor Day weekend. I ended up using it to take care of my storage unit. So, I don't know, I've been paying for this storage for, I don't know, maybe like 2 years now. It's the second time that I moved storage locations. They kind of get you, like they'll get you with a good price. I was paying maybe for like 150 at first, and then like after 3 months they jack up the price to like 215. So right now I'm paying 215 a month. So I'm trying to get a smaller one, and then obviously move to another storage location with a month promotion. So that's what my holiday weekend was like. Part of it, I went to the storage unit to kind of see what I could throw away. So like a lot of boxes, and then I was like, well, there's a lot of toys from my kids' childhood that I could kind of either sell or something. So I decided to do that. And I'm like looking for like what toys he wouldn't actually miss. I think ever since he started playing Nintendo, those trains and car sets and all that kind of just no longer appealing. So I started cleaning up like all that stuff. Got a little sentimental with a few toys that he used a lot that I didn't really remember we kept. But we gotta part ways with it. It's just a bunch of stuff that honestly will just be there until we all die, I guess. They kind of got us buying crap for our houses and then putting it in our garage eventually because of all the crap we buy, and then you put it in a storage unit if you can't get rid of it. Freaking capitalism, or consumerism, should I say. So I was like doing that, and when I was going through his toys, I remembered something like from my childhood, because we spoil our kid. Like, we definitely get him a bunch of toys. Anything he asks for, he'll probably end up getting. We may like deny it at the moment, but like we'll eventually buy it. Like if he does something good, like stuff like that, like we'll reward it. And maybe that's bad parenting or whatever, but I only got the one kid, and I've had the money to get him so far all the gifts. But he's been really good. Sometimes like I remember there's this cartoon he liked, Morphle or something like that, and I couldn't find any toys. Like he watches some like weird ass YouTube video shows, and I couldn't find any toy for that cartoon. So he just asked me to print it out, like print a drawing of him, and then I did, and I printed some other characters, and he just played with those pieces of paper, like, and I always thought that was cool, and he did that not just for that cartoon, but like sometimes he would draw, like, so the game that really like got him addicted to video games was Minecraft and Mario Maker. Like as soon as he touched those two games, like it was bye to the other toys. But he did get a chance to use his imagination while he played other games, like before he got hooked on it bad. So he played the new Mario Wonder, and he drew like a bunch of characters, like the Elephant Mario and like the power ups and all that stuff, and he would just play with that. Even though he has a bunch of Lego Mario set and Lego figures. Like sometimes he'll just draw shit and we'll, just run with it. So then going back to what I was saying, I kind of like unlocked this memory I had. So I think I've discussed that we didn't come from money, and I remember I was really into Power Rangers, and one of my aunts had given me the Blue Ranger, and I want to say like the Green Ranger. I definitely had the blue one, and it was those ones that would flip, like his head was a human, and then you press like a little button and it would flip to him with a helmet, and I loved those Power Ranger toys. And I think it was my birthday or something, and my mom got me this Power Ranger toy. That was the Red Ranger, but obviously it was like a knockoff version, and it didn't look all that great, and I wasn't playing with it, right? So I was just playing in the yard or whatever, and I remember she asked me like, "Hey, like, did you like your toy?" And I kind of got the sense like that she was kind of sad or something, and I told her, "Oh yeah, I liked it. I'm using it. Like, he's the evil guy." And she was like, "Oh, okay," and then she went off on her way, right? But I wasn't using it, and now that I see like how hard it can be to get your kid stuff, it kind of sucks. But I love that toy. I don't have it anymore. Obviously, it went away. I did end up playing with it for quite a bit, but it's gone now, right? Like everything else, it went away. But yeah, it's crazy. Like when I think about like certain things, like stuff my mom got me that at the time I didn't realize how hard she worked to get that across to us, to not just me but my brother and my sister, like, and she took care of my grandma and my grandpa, so she did a lot of stuff. So kudos to you, Mom, wherever you are. Anyway, so back to the storage stuff. So I started putting things on OfferUp and then on like Facebook Marketplace, and as soon as I got the messages, I was like, oh dear God, no. Like, some of these people, man, like, I don't know what's wrong with them. Like I know what I'm selling. I know it's what it's worth. I'm not out there fucking asking what it costs. Like, I'm selling like a nice freaking Hot Wheels set. Like, those big track ones with I don't know, it's like the Viper one or whatever. Like, I know that's more than $20. Like, I'm not even asking for $20. I'm asking for $10, and it's complete. I build it. I took pictures of it completely built, and then they'll ask me like, oh, like, will you take $5? I was like, fuck off. Like, no. like sometimes like I don't answer those, and I just automatically just delete those messages. Like, I don't want to be dealing with people trying to buy something that they also know is worth more than those $5 they're offering me. And then you also get all these random offers, like, oh, is this still available? And then you reply yes, and blah blah blah, and they never respond back. So I don't know. After dealing with that over the weekend, I decided that the reselling business is not for me. I do not have patience to deal with these people. And yeah, I'm gonna be happy to get rid of it. I lowered the price on most of the items that I had already placed, and as soon as I did that, a bunch of them like went away. Like today, I did a bunch of Bluey toys. I did clothes and like train tracks that I had originally placed for like 10, 15 or 20. I put them all at $5, and then they're all going away. Like, I decided, just, you know what, just take it. Like, I need to clear the space. I don't want it in my car. I don't want it in the storage. Like, as much time. It's so time consuming to just deal with that, because also they have to pick it up, and then you gotta like over the weekend, like it's a holiday weekend, right? And it was Labor Day. Like, I'm on Sunday. I went to have like. I went to a barbecue over at my in-laws' house, so I wasn't home, and these people were like, "Oh, like when can I pick up? Can I pick up now?" I'm like, "No, like I'm not there." And then I would tell them like, "Oh, you can pick up after 6," and they're like, "No," and I was like, "Okay." And then Monday, which was the actual holiday, I went to the zoo, so it was more or less also just trying to figure out when people could come pick things up. And then finally today, I work from home, so I was like, you can come anytime. Just let me know when you're coming over, and I will figure it out. And so far, it's worked. Things are moving. I'm hoping that by next week, I get some of the larger stuff out of the storage unit, so then I can rent out a smaller one and cancel this one out and save myself $100. That's the goal. But yeah, that's that. Another thing that I did was, like I mentioned, I went to the zoo. I love the zoo. Like, if you guys are in San Diego or near San Diego, just go to the zoo. Like, it's amazing. It's super fun. It's great for kids. Like, you do the giraffe feeding if you can for your kid. They have that little play area now where they can get wet and like climb and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Like, I think the zoo is like a perfect place to kind of just do a long walk. Like, if you are trying to get those steps in or whatever, like, freaking go to the zoo. Like, it's amazing. Like, you get to see animals. You get to walk in different types of like terrain. Like terrain meaning, a bunch of hills or just straight or steps. It's a workout. I always get the annual membership. It is totally worth it. So you guys do that. All right. If you are in San Diego, do it. If you go, well, I don't really go. Like, if you get the membership, you're gonna go. You're gonna go, and you can also go to the safari park. I'm not a big fan of the safari park. It's farther away from where I live. It's hotter, and I feel like there's a lot less going on over there. We usually do that little bus ride in safari park. It shows you like the main attraction animals. We'll do the balloon ride. And that's about it. Like, I honestly, most of the time, just go to those places for the pretzels. I love pretzels and dipping them in cheese. It's like the best part of going to the zoo for me. And then this last visit, I didn't get any. I've been trying to cut down on spending money anywhere I can, so I didn't get any pretzel. I made sure that we had snacks, took snacks for the kid and the wife. And I figured, they're probably going to want a soda or some toy or something. So I had made a little cash from selling the items on OfferUp and all that. So I had enough cash. Luckily, they didn't want any. And that was that. So, guys, I hope you had a nice and fun Labor Day weekend. I am going to work on getting this podcast on Spotify and making an Instagram page and all that good stuff. I don't think my whole making audio and creating a little video for YouTube is going to take off anytime soon. So I think I need to do the content creator path of making sure I have everything else, to share my content. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Love you guys. Later.